So, I managed to talk myself into Mystery Lake over the last few episodes. If it doesn't give me the rest of what I need, we can always go straight to Pleasant Valley. What could go wrong? 26 days, 2 hours, 39 minutes remain. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Challenges meta-series, where we are taking on the Whiteout Challenge. This is the ravine. We know it. We love it. It is the original transition zone. The OG. A few new things have been added to it. You can now get to Bleak Inlet through here. But we're not going to Bleak Inlet. There's no point. It would be way too much effort. It would be trying way too hard. And we are not doing that. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Ominous music isn't playing at the exact moment everyone should get scared. Okay. Everything's fine. It's waterfall. Normally I would turn and look at it as I move, but I don't know if I trust my FPS controls that much to stay in a straight line on these tracks while the line is turning and I'm just free spinning around like this. Let me not scare the crap out of everybody, myself included. We're just going to stay right here and not die. It's funny. I've crossed this bridge countless times now, on and off camera. I still feel my heart rate climb whenever I'm doing that crossing. Not just the narrow crossing, but the whole crossing. I still hold my breath a little bit. Even now. Maybe we all do. If you don't, congratulations. You're dead inside. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Some people have an excellent constitution, and some people are able to separate themselves very well from reality versus, a game. I have, as all of you know, many of you at least know, I have a very, immersive mentality towards games. And for me, what that means is I feel very much a part of the world and the story that is taking place. So things get a little bit more visceral for me, especially in experiences like this. I know. So there's a good chance we'll find some stuff at this cave. I don't think that we'll have to stop in the cave. I think we have enough energy and enough extra room in our backpack. Let's see how that's looking, by the way. Oh yeah, we're fine. We have enough energy to just make the rest of the trip and then duck into Carter Hydro. Or maybe not duck into Carter Hydro. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go into the outlying buildings and sleep there. Regain some energy, then look around. Maybe look around first, then sleep. And then go into Carter Hydro. Because Carter Hydro is going to give me something. It'll certainly give me more water. That's guaranteed. Perhaps that's the most guaranteed of all the things that I might find. But I'm pretty optimistic about the hatchet, too. But one never knows, do they? We'll just have to find out. Where are the bunnies? Grab this birch bark. I haven't really picked up a lot of birch bark in the meta series so far. It hasn't really been necessary. Hi, bunny. There you are. I was wondering where you were. How you doing? There's a bunny in the cave. Hi, bunny. All right. Cedar firewood. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Don't worry about it. Ketchup chips, not just any grape soda. Wow, you are going all the way back there, aren't you? Hi. 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 Hey, buddy. Okay, now he's running. That was adorable. Oh, okay, so here's an arrow. I was kind of wondering why there wasn't anything more laying at the entrance. There's usually a lot, but this time there's just a broken arrow. That's interesting. Somewhat surprising, but okay. Let's head this direction. Still have a number of cattails that we can pick here, by the way. Hadn't forgotten about those. There's a number of cattails right outside the dam in Mystery Lake, so, I mean, I'm I'm very confident that the food situation is going to be taken care of. The water is also looking pretty solid. I do, of course, have to take into account the fact that I will have to eat something. I haven't forgotten that. The longer the challenge goes on, the more calories I will have to consume to keep going. Okay, so let me step over here and see if there's anything in this box. Oh, just scrap metal. Isn't there normally a box here? Or am I misremembering? Maybe it doesn't spawn every time, or maybe it got removed with the loot table update. Maybe it doesn't spawn every time. I don't remember. I just feel like there's normally a box there, but I could just be off my rocker. That is another possibility. I could just be out of my damn mind. Yeah, let's go with that. Hadrian's lost it. It's been a while since I've crossed in this direction. Seems like. There we go. Alright, so there's a deer. There's some feathers, which I don't need. Ah, Storm's coming back. I was wondering when you'd show up. Okay, so there is a cave around here somewhere. I rather doubt that there's anything useful. It's not back here. I'm being thorough and kind of poking my head in this direction for fun. This is kind of a dead end for the most part. Yeah. Alright, so it's going to start getting a little colder now. And I don't have forever, because I am getting increasingly tired, so I should prioritize heading this direction and getting to Mystery Lake, but we're practically there at this point. The fact that we're only 4 days into the challenge is blowing my mind a little bit. But then again, I kind of pointed to this a little bit in the opening episode of the series. The fact is, this challenge was devised, and this is certainly by no means unique to me. Like a lot of us that have been playing the game for a very long time, you know exactly what I mean when I say this. I said it before. When you are playing a challenge that was designed before the most difficult and loot-scarce modes of the game existed, but you're now playing the challenge having spent a long time at that level of loot scarcity, what generally happens is you move through the world collecting things for the challenge at the rate that you would be forced to on a higher difficulty where things are so difficult to find. And so when you populate the world with a lot more loot and you keep the challenge roughly the same in that respect, and there's not a harder mode of the whiteout challenge, unfortunately. You can make it harder for yourself using artificial challenges, but there's not a mode in the game that you can select to say, hey, make it harder. This is the result. There's at least the feeling of being almost done. And we're less than 5 days into a 30-day challenge. I might be overconfident right now. There could be something that really makes me take the entire rest of the challenge to find it. In some ways, I would welcome that plot twist. But also, as I've said many times in the meta series and almost every series that we've done, especially the first two, there is definitely a part of me that wants to get through the earlier challenges in order to get to the later challenges. So I'd be happy either way, I suppose. Okay, so we've definitely got a box here.
I wonder if the owner's around.
More climbing socks. I went ahead and picked those up. There is a possibility we're about to find a hatchet here. Because there tend to be like tools and guns in here. Alright, so, ooh, there's a jerry can. Alright, so that could be good for our lantern fuel situation.
Could end up being useful.
Don't need the antiseptic. I'll take the orange soda and the beef jerky. Don't need the coal. Doesn't look like there's much of anything else. Okay. So no hatchet here. To the dam we go. Are you hungry again? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go to low condition. We'll go ahead and... we just hit sprain risk on account of just being weighed down by all the stuff we're carrying. So let me just plow through a couple of these sodas. And then I will eat these ketchup chips. It'll get me thirsty again, which will allow me to drink one more soda. And that is as much as we can do. So I will follow the river to grab any additional cattails, but then we can pretty much just leave the ravine, enter Mystery Lake, get some rest, and start looking in earnest for these major items we haven't found yet. That's going to be another interesting thing about going through the dam. I've already done this to a certain extent, but I think it's going to be even more prevalent in the coming episodes, including this one. As I search through loot-dense locations in Mystery Lake, I'm probably going to leave a lot of things behind. Things that are already, at capacity on the list and that are not likely to diminish. Okay, so that was actually most of the cattails. Nice. I'm not going to worry about going down that way. I think there can be a few more down there. If memory serves, I might be thinking of a different waterfall. Actually, I think I am thinking of a different waterfall. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it either way. Let's head to Mystery Lake, because we are actually getting pretty tired, and I would hate to run into a wolf at this level of exhaustion. There is that distinct possibility, so let's not be foolhardy. All right, cool. So there's not a wolf immediately visible, which is a win. There could be one right down this slope, though, so I'll have to be cautious. Looks pretty solid. Yep, looks pretty solid. Let's dip into here. And I'm going to go ahead and search up both of these, assuming that we don't get interrupted by said potential wolf. And then we need to sleep. Need to sleep. It's a requirement. Okay, so I can get 3 pieces of reclaimed wood if I break that down. I'm not going to do that just yet. There's shell. Don't need the ski jacket. See? That's going to start happening. Tentacle peaches. Yeah, we're going to find more or less everything we need. Oh, wow. Holy crap. We're going to find more or less everything we need to survive while we're here in the zone itself. Especially once we get inside Carter Hydro. We're probably going to head back carrying a fair amount of stuff. See, I want to break down those chairs, but I don't want to pass the time right now. I'll take the bandage. That's handy. And I already searched both of those. Okay, let's go check out the other hut real quick. Jeez. Frickin' fence scared me? Okay, game. That's not funny. That's not funny, game. Alright, fleece mittens. More pinnacle peaches. Nice. I will break this thing down because it's just going to take 15 minutes. I can do that for one piece of... Ooh, the weather just calmed down. I can do that for just the one. That's fine. That's tolerable. So one possibility was raised in the comments that I genuinely had not thought of, which is... There's some spray paint there. Which is, it's possible that there may not be a hatchet to discover. And then one of the things that I think about, I don't know if this is actually, I don't even know if this is possible actually, but one potential way of solving the fact that we can't find this hatchet is we can just go make one. I don't know if an improvised hatchet will fulfill this list. This list just says hatchet. It doesn't say hatchet improvised or not. So my inclination is to think that an improvised hatchet won't count. And, you know, I'm not...
Too much stuff to carry.
I guess I won't tell anyone not to say it in the comments. Because it doesn't really feel like a life or death situation, so we can talk about it. Because I would be genuinely curious. But at the same time, maybe if you don't want to be spoiled on that knowledge, don't read the comments. Okay. So no wolf. So really lucky entrance into Mystery Lake. Anything in the glove box? Nope. Anything in the visors? Nope. Anything in the cab? Nope. Anything here? Nope. All right, let's step inside the dam and then sleep for like 10 hours straight because we really need to. Close the gate. There's always such a feeling of relief whenever I step inside this gate. Not that the wolves are ever a huge threat, especially once you get here, like if you're here and you're well armed. But there's just that feeling of safety. There's not many areas in the Long Dark that give you a sense of enclosure. And of course, the classic dam, which we remember from the early seasons of Against All Odds and from the early days of the Long Dark Early Access, the original Carter Hydro Dam had Fluffy inside it. That was fun. And sometimes she would literally be right here. Yeah, that was real fun. Loved those days. Man, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago, Legion. Can we just take a moment to feel a little older together? Because that was a long time ago. That was 2015, 2016. Yeah. Yeah, that's how many years ago it was. You're welcome. See? Don't need that cotton toque, so I'm leaving it. Nothing there. Okay. I do need to rest, but just my inquisitive side, like, I want to at least look around, because the more time passes before I actually go to sleep, the more likely it will be, like, close to daytime, if not daytime already, when I wake up. So, another jerry can. That's a good find. Accelerant. Alright, let's check these drawers. Always excited to search the toolbox when I'm looking for something that is classified as a tool. But I can't remember the last time I found a hatchet inside a toolbox that small in the Long Dark, so might be getting ahead of myself there.
This'll come in handy.
No, it won't, because you're going to leave it there. You're going to leave that there, too. Sorry, Mark. I know you're excited about all this spray paint that you're finding, but we are not going to be touching that. Can opener. Yes, yet another can opener. That's funny. Alright, so I left both the can opener and the firearm cleaning kit in there. And check this metal container, and there will be lots of water here in this bathroom. More spray paint. Holy crap. Remember, I've also found some bottled water laying around. So I will be able to drink that in order to stay hydrated while I'm asleep. Alright, I probably don't need that revolver shell casing. Okay. Upstairs we go. Yeah, I'm going to try and stay awake until I absolutely have to sleep. That's what makes the most sense to me. Even though I'm moving more slowly. If I sleep a full 12 hours, the likelihood that I will be able to just wake up at dawn and continue searching the dam while much less encumbered is high. Without waiting at all. Because obviously I'm going to do that anyway, but I would like to just be able to get up and do it. So that's the plan. These two-tone file cabinets are interesting. newer
There's gotta be
edition.
something useful in here.
I've seen them before, but it's just they're not as common. Back in our day, all the file cabinets were one color in the long dark. They were silver, or they weren't there. Alright, so there's some antiseptic. Oh, I didn't need that wool toque. I shouldn't have picked that up. I can probably drop some things, but I can also... Ooh, hello. Military grade MRE, worn long... Okay, I'll pick up a few things because the clothing items I can use to make sure that I have the bandages that are required. And I can look at the list. Of course, the list won't be checked off until I drop off the bandages at the Quonset.
Someone's stash.
But I can have them. I can have them ready. Oh, that line. Okay. Not too much success up here, but frankly I wasn't expecting a lot from this area. I just wanted to give it a chance because it's a nice loot-dense environment, and you never know, you know? With all the changes that have been made, there's really no telling. So it's good not to assume. It's always good not to assume. But in the long dark, as far as where locations, like which location specific items can be found in.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Definitely good not to assume. Alright. Oh, one more unsearched. I knew there was one more. Alright, nothing here. I think I can make it down and search the control room. There is one more file cabinet, the entirely rust-colored file cabinet over here, which is always so fascinating to me. This is, I think, the only place in the game. Maybe there's been one added to, like, Forsaken Airfield, but I believe this is the only place in the game where you can find an entirely rusted-out cabinet like this. Or maybe it was just always that color and it's not rust. You never know. You truly never know. Okay. Just laughing to myself because I just took another sip of my drink and then had to note when I did that because I heard my own gulp and I was like, Let's see if we can make sure that doesn't make it in. So I'm like sitting here, oh good, rifle ammo. Sitting here quietly making a note to myself. Feels like a lot of gear. Nothing? Okay. Not quite the control room. This is still technically an office. Yeah, you could use that. You're not going to because you don't have a revolver, but you could use it. Herbal tea. Nice. Don't need it. We'll probably drop it. So speaking of like waypoints where we're going to leave things, we're probably going to leave a good amount at the entrance to the dam as well. Because why wouldn't we? It makes sense. We're going to come back through here. The only reason we wouldn't, well, actually no, because even if we came back and decided let's go to Pleasant Valley, the thing is, we would still have to come through the front door of the dam where we could pick up all the things that we left.
Never would have thought to look here.
That's why I'm here, Mark. 2 heads are better than 1. But we all know you're perfectly confident and competent on your own. No one here doubts you, Mark. We certainly don't make fun of you. Okay. Check the safe. There's a hatchet in the safe. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to do this the fast way. Okay, that looked like 40. Yep, 40. Now we'll go slow. 40, pretty good distance. Almost all the way around. Wow. 40, 46. That's the longest around for the second number I've gone in a while. The game tends to keep them fairly close together, sometimes really close together. That was really far apart. 40, 46. There it is, 33.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Don't need the insulated boots, don't need the cash, do need the MRE. Cool. Alright, so now let's just look over in this direction and see... Oh, look, there's another storm lantern. Similar condition to the one I have. We're now fully tired, which is kind of the moment we were waiting for.
Drained.
I know. I know. Okay, so... I already checked that drawer, I think, but let me double check just to be absolutely certain. Yep. Alright, no hatchet here. I'm not hugely surprised. I think if there's going to be a hatchet, it'll be in the lower region of the dam. But I think it's just as likely we will find it elsewhere in Mystery Lake.
This'll come in handy.
Ragged combat pants. Those might be better than what I'm wearing. I don't recall. Let's take a look. Currently wearing cargo pants. Oh yeah, they're absolutely better. Holy crap. What? 30 minutes to repair? Yes, please. Do that. Don't fail, Mark. I'll be mad at you. Thank you. Alright, one more. Damn it. Alright, not bad. So, now we're going to just replace the wet pants that we were wearing. Wet from the snow. Thank you very much. Bedroll. Okay. So let's first of all take a look at the condition of the food that we're carrying around. We have a couple of 21% cans of Pinnacle Peaches, so I'm going to do something a little bit risky here. But it is at 21%, not 20, so that's a risk I am willing to take at the moment. Let's go ahead and eat these. And we'll eat that 29% crunchy stuff. This will get us hydrated, possibly give us food poisoning, but most importantly, get us hydrated. Alright, and we can also drink a couple of these lower condition sodas. Condition doesn't matter on sodas. Oh, and now we're not thirsty. Of course we're not. Okay, so we've got the bedroll down, and I can just sleep for 12 hours straight. It's going to be great. And that is more or less perfect timing. You've survived for 4 days, 16 hours, 38 minutes. We have 25 days, 7 hours, 20 minutes remaining. Let me check something too. It was mentioned to me that... Oh, we're dehydrated? What? Oh yeah, I guess because we did. That makes sense. Let's drink a couple of sodas. So we're still very encumbered. I'll have to drop some things at the beginning of the next episode. But before I do that, and before we wrap up here, I want to take a look at that section of the journal that I was just peeking at. Because you might recall a few episodes back that I mentioned being told there's like a forecast section. Aha! There it is. Okay, so here are the storms, basically. So it looks like there's a 50% chance of a Category 1 blizzard starting now, and we don't have records of what was there previously, so cool. All right, well, that's good to know. On that note, the sun has risen. I do have some things to drop and some additional spots to check. There's another fire striker right there, which is freaking funny. But for now, we're going to stop this one here. And in the next one, I will continue to search Carter Hydro and then just strike out into the rest of Mystery Lake and see what else I can find in this most original of zones. Hopefully the hatchet will be here, but if not, we've got some contingency plans, so cross your fingers and we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time, or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.